Check. I don't know why I'm not on the screen. Why am I not on the screen? Because I didn't put myself on the screen. How you doing? Greetings. Welcome back to Black Bear News, where everything is connected. I'm still trying to figure out this software a little bit, so bear with me, please, as I try to navigate some new things. But greetings and welcome, and good to see you. And we're live, and people are here. Cool. We're live on YouTube, Rockfin, and on Rumble. You can watch on all of those platforms. I assume that Rockfin is going, although Rockfin looks like, okay, there it is. There's a serious delay on Rockfin for whatever reason. But welcome, and yes, William, thank you. It is my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. Today, all day. Man, and I've been trying to do so many things, and not with very limited time, and also like do stuff like sleep. And Shawnee, how you doing? All right. First up in the chats. We're, kind of, I don't mean to be starting late, but I guess the downside of doing the Rumble studios is they don't set up, when I do StreamYard, what they do is they set up the live stream as they kind of set it up on YouTube for you, so people get an idea that it's coming. Rumble not so much. So whenever I start the Rumble show is when the YouTube show pops on. So we've got to wait for people to get the notification that I'm live. Oh my God, come on, man. YouTube sucks. They keep trying to ask me to verify, like, that it's me. Every time, like I open the app like all the time, and they keep saying like, "Is it you?" Like, yes, it's me. And they're just trying to fuck with me. I don't know. But like, you don't need to make, I don't need to verify that it's me like 3-4 times a week. Like I'm I'm always on this app. Whatever. They're just being lame. Tardiness all the way around. But yeah. Happy birthday, popcorn yellow striped smile. Okay, nice. Yeah, it is my birthday, Shani. All day today. Um, yeah, so the part of the reason why it takes people a long time to get into the YouTube stream is because I can't set it up earlier, and so they just have to wait for everybody to get the notification. All right. Excuse me. And what I was going to say is uh, trying to do a lot of things, but today, and I have not done it yet, but today I actually should have had this all done before I got this show going. But um, I'm releasing a record in a few days, uh, sometime next week, probably like probably like Tuesday morning. But I'm going to put the pre-sale up today for the record with a few songs from the record. It's not on my site yet, but it will be momentarily. This afternoon. I'll probably put a little post up for it on YouTube if you got, or I'll put a post up in the chat if you guys want to go to the chat. Anyways, I'll post about it everywhere. If you're on any of my social media, thank you, Denver. Thank you. That's exactly what it is, Denver. It's like call center operation. The more hoops to jump through they put in place, they know the less people will jump through those hoops. Yeah. Yeah, it's something new that YouTube has started doing, and I'm like, you don't. It's me. You're making me sign in again and again and again. Come on. Thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you, Shani. Thank you, y'all. Oh, so what I'm trying to say is that there's going to be a pre-sale for this record that I'm putting out. And maybe I can play you a song. I don't know if you would hear it. Let's see. Can I get a song in here? Yeah, sound. Let's see. Sound. Give you guys some. I'm gonna put a couple clips out today of some of the songs on the record. It's all pretty much done, but doing like finishing touches on a couple of songs. See if I can give you all. You guys should be able to hear this. Anyways, it's kind of a. I don't want to edit it. Oh. The idea of the record was to do it very quickly and have it be kind of stripped down. Like kind of there was a group of songs that I wrote that I kind of liked all together. And the idea was to put them all together really fast and kind of like push out kind of like a stripped down record. And that's what it is. But as far as, all of that is correct and true. But as far as the actual production of it and the releasing of it, it just took, I'm trying to do too many things, but it took way longer than I wanted it to take. However, I mean, I had this idea maybe 6 or 7 weeks ago. maybe it was maybe it was like 2 months ago. And I was like, okay, I'm going to, push this record out and it's going to be out in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. But it ended up being more like 7 weeks. But just because minimal time. But here's a little clip.
Liberate, 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 liberate all of our children were, all of our children now. Liberate, 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 liberate all of our children were, all of our children now. On your chest, your bullet vest, you are no victim now. Cutting them down, those innocents, blood is your holy shroud. You carry it for the worst of our kind, you will not moralize. These dogs of war, now you want more. We are all Gaza's now. Yeah. You buy the blue and the red, they do your bidding. Drown every voice with your lies.
I'm not gonna play the whole song. I can't fade out. One thing that StreamYard had was a fade toggle, and I can't fade on Rumble. It's on or off, which is annoying. Rumble, could you put a fade? Could you put a volume knob on your sound clips? That'd be so helpful. Anyways, that's the song. That's the song that got bounced on TikTok. So I had a little video with that song, and they censored that. I'll check that. What's this from Joseph? Joseph said, yeah. We know how that song goes. Thanks, man. Thanks, bro. Thanks, Bella. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so right after I'm done with the show, I'm going to be setting up the pre-sale on Bandcamp for this new thing. It's, kind of a smallish project, but 6 songs. Can I put something in the chat here? Is Rumble frozen? No. Can I chat? Guess not. Sorry about that. I hit the mic. That's rude. Well, on Rockfin, I can put it in the chat, I guess. They wrote it just for me? Yeah. Saw the documentary. Anyways, my Bandcamp page, there will be a pre-sale. Sometime this afternoon there'll be a pre-sale, and there'll be some clips from some of the songs, and then the whole thing will be out like probably Tuesday. Anyway, so that's the news. It's my birthday. I'm putting a record out. Stuff like that. I don't know why I can't. I have to go to the actual live stream to put the link in on each of these. Why? Oh, why? No, I don't want to do that. Maybe YouTube will make me sign in again. YouTube has been very aggressive in downing my channel lately. And I'm not saying that to get into sympathy. It's happening to everybody. Just, I don't need to hear myself. Here we go. Here's the link. That's my Bandcamp link on YouTube, guys. So it's just, if you want to, it's not up right now, but probably this afternoon. I'll give it, I'll let everybody know in the chats and all over the place, X and in the chats and wherever. I'll let everybody know when it's live. Okay. That's the news from that. What else? What else do I have to tell you? That's about it. Let's get into some stuff. What's going on? Things that are going on. Oh, I'm gonna drop the link also in the Rumble chat. Although I don't think there's anybody on. There's not a lot of people on Rumble, even though I'm streaming on Rumble. Anyways, do I say anyways too much? It's okay. I'm gonna give myself permission to love myself in my any ways. Okay. The disaster in, well, I don't know about it not being the weather not being a news story, but the disaster unfolding in North Carolina seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger. What's unfolding is really so huge. And I can tell you this, on X, my timeline is wall to wall North Carolina coverage. Like there are hardly any other news stories going on other than this. This is sorry, just having a hard time with my microphone. This story is taking up all the bandwidth of all political stripes. That's the other. It's very unifying. This disaster is unifying the left and the right in horrific shock. Salt Laker says, please send donations to Ukraine. We are so fucked. Good to see you. UK going to spend $20 billion on carbon capture and storage. Great. So it's wall-to-wall coverage, and it's kind of the biggest story out there. This is bigger than, I know there's lots of things going on, but this is right now, and at least in the US, and I'm sorry for if I'm really going off on this, but for my friends in other places, this is this story is just is the headline, period. Everywhere you look. Sorry, still figuring this out. My bad. This is it. Okay. Steve Austin says this is the adaptation we need to be planning for. And he's correct. Volunteers use mules to transport life-saving insulin to a flood-isolated resident in Black Mountain, North right? And I saw a video of goats carrying supplies. Um, because it's impassable by car. I saw there was a post that I retweeted on X about somebody saying like, oh, well, the disaster struck and it was all my gas powered gadgets that saved me. My electric gadgets were of no use to me. And I was like, all right, that's valid and all that, but like even your gas powered gadgets eventually run out of gas, right? And so uh, you're going to have to go even further back, and or back down the technological ladder to uh, really get your survival on, and that is what Steve Austin is pointing out here. That this is people have been basically been weather bombed back a few decades. And we probably should reacquaint ourselves with older methods, more ancient ways of doing and being in order to survive a collapse. And guess what? It's good for the planet. If you wanted to actually do like a let's fix the earth, let's actually fix the earth kind of vibe, if you want to get that kind of vibe going, well then you would do this. You would go farther back down the technological timeline, and you would reacquaint yourselves with more simple ancient ways of doing and being. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Denver. Yeah, Denver says maybe the government isn't actively trying to kill you, but they don't seem interested in helping those in danger. So I guess it's Friday, and I guess we're going to concentrate a little more on the conspiratorial side of what is the disaster relief going on here, which does seem to be, it seems to, there are a lot of complaints with the level of relief help and what's going on, and there are a lot of on the ground reporting of what is the reality there. And so, excuse me, not conspiratorial in the way of, pardon me, of real, out there ideas. We're actually looking at the things that are actually transpiring that don't seem to line up with people really getting help. Okay, let's keep going. Reports are coming out of Appalachia of town hall meetings that it was indeed a land grab. People are being told they no longer own their homes and have to vacate immediately. No more help going in by civilians or they will be arrested. I've been seeing a ton of videos of people in the area saying they were trying to help and they were being told to leave, told they were going to be arrested, told there were reports of some people coming in by helicopter trying to help and bring supplies, and they were being told to go away. So so it's hard for me to think that this is a fake story because there's so many of these reports and so many different people and videos, and they seem to be telling the same story. They're not letting us help. She goes on to say it's being suggested a militia go against FEMA, which I agree with, but things are going to pop off. I sincerely hope the people stranded are armed. Get ready for the vilification of survivors who refuse to sell. They are looking for a constitutional lawyer to take on Chimney Rock. Let me know if you have someone, and I'll pass on info. What else did I saw one, again, these are just reports, not necessarily verified, but I saw a tweet about one FEMA director there who was, I guess, pissing people off, and they were beaten. They got attacked. So emotions are high, or running high. And let's see. Just trying to go. I have a whole bunch of things to show you and play you. So I'm just trying to go through these. Quickly, hurricane update. Did you know BlackRock just signed a $90 million contract for lithium in the exact town that was hardest hit by the hurricane? So that's interesting. That is interesting. I don't know about hardest hit. It looks like a whole lot of places are hardest hit.
Really dependent on one mineral called high purity quartz, and virtually the entire global supply of that quartz comes from one tiny town called Spruce Pine, North Carolina. Now, Spruce Pine saw 2 feet of rainfall from Hurricane Helene, and now nearly a week later, city officials tell me that there's still no water, power, or cell service. The infrastructure is completely disrupted to the point that roads and railways are so torn up that in some areas in the western part of the state, mules are being used to transport materials in and out. So the 2 companies that operate the quartz mines there, that's Sibelco and Quartz Corp, they tell us their work has been shut down since Thursday. And Quartz Corp adds that they have no visibility as to when operations can restart. So the question becomes not just whether the mines themselves have been damaged, but also whether it's possible to get the quartz out. Disruptions would impact not only the $5 billion quartz market, but the $600 billion semiconductor market that depends on it. And that quartz is also used in solar panels, fiber optic cables, and some light bulbs, which could all see some issues as well. And Kelly, I just spoke a few minutes ago with the head of TechSet. They track the quartz supply chain. Their best guess right now is 4 to 6 weeks until things are back up and running in Spruce Pine. And that's if the roads are able to be cleared. So that alone could lead to at least minor slowdowns for the chip makers. And every day that timeline gets extended, Kelly, the impact just multiplies.
Okay. And so we've been hearing a lot about this quartz mine. It is giving Maui, absolutely, Shawnee. Yep, it sure does. It sure does look, pretty similar. And so we could discuss whether the weather was manipulated or not, or whatever. That's a whole different issue. Whether this is natural or helped along or something, I don't know. Who knows about that? But it's the response to it. It seems an awful lot like they're taking advantage of a situation, right? It seems like the situation is being used to steer things in a certain direction. That's just some general blanket overview statement. We don't know. Again, I don't know. I also have a fair bit of skepticism around disaster. Yes, you can use a disaster for all kinds of things, to kick people off their land, or kick people out of their houses, or right, eminent domain people out of their houses. Yes, these things can happen. Sometimes I can't see the not saying that I don't see that it is happening. I don't see the logic behind it from the standpoint of people trying to do the manipulation. But that's a different. Okay, let's keep going. Well. Turns out Gaston County, North Carolina, a company named Piedmont Lithium aimed to mine lithium, the core mineral for electric vehicle batteries. The only problem is the residents. Residents have been battling against reopening the lithium mines the last several years. Piedmont Lithium several months ago finally secured a state-approved mining permit. By the way, I heard somebody railing against RFK Jr. for RFK Jr. apparently was a big player in a battle in the Northeast to keep, I think it was Puget Sound, to keep, I'm not sure the location, but to keep windmills out of a particular area, because windmills damage the environment, right? And they're unsightly, and they're, et cetera. He was a big player in this push to keep the windmills out. And so I saw Democrats attacking him for being against anti-renewable energy when he's actually pro-environment, right? So it's important to, anyways, whatever. That's just a little sidetrack. Piedmont Lithium, so you would, yeah, lithium, great, new renewable energy, but people don't want the damage and the poison from the lithium mine, because the lithium mine damages the environment. Renewable energy possibilities be damned. We know this. We know that reconstructing the grid with a new look of renewable energy, we know that will actually send us over the cliff of destroying the environment, once and for all, right? Oh, you know about this story, Denver, about RFK, right? Who's behind Piedmont? The BlackRock State Street. Right. All those guys. Anyways, let's go on reading. Piedmont Lithium several months ago finally secured a state-approved mining permit. Fast forward to today, Hurricane Helene decimated the area. This is too much of a coincidence to be a coincidence. In 2021, Joe Biden signed an executive order that 50% of all vehicles sold in the United States are electric vehicles by 2030. Just soon. Let's listen to this report.
Tonight, a group of Gaston County homeowners are trying to prevent a proposed lithium mine from digging any further. Back in 2019, we first told you about Piedmont Lithium's plans to mine one of the world's most abundant lithium deposits a few miles east of Cherryville. The chemical element is critical to power our cell phones and electric vehicles. But as WCNC Charlotte's Brandon Goldner shows us, neighbors fear the mine will cause irreparable damage to their environment.
Piedmont Lithium insists they'll be good neighbors as they extract lithium from rocks like this. But homeowners here believe the company will only cause harm to this land. The biggest reason why Will Baldwin loves visiting his grandparents' Gaston County home is all the things hiding in plain sight.
All these little places and home sites have interesting, so much historical value.
Piedmont Lithium also loves what's hiding in this part of the county. Except what they find valuable can't be seen to the naked eye. This area is home to one of the world's most abundant lithium deposits. And as more people buy electric cars, that chemical element will be critical for batteries. While these electric cars are seen as beneficial to the environment, Baldwin fears Piedmont Lithium's plans for an open pit mine will damage the environment around his grandparents' neighborhood. He's worried any dust from the mine will get into the nearby Beaver Dam and Little Beaver Dam creeks, which flow directly to the South Fork Catawba River.
Mining is extractive, and they're basically taking value out of Gaston County it just doesn't seem like they're going to be good neighbors like other companies could be.
In a lengthy statement, Piedmont Lithium says they intend to be good neighbors, and they've been working with several agencies and organizations, including the Catawba Riverkeeper, to ensure their, quote, proposed operations will not have a detrimental effect on waterways in our area. But Baldwin, his grandparents, and other homeowners believe the company's efforts won't be enough, as the company still needs to submit applications and rezoning requests for the mine. Baldwin started a Facebook page and a petition to try to stop the company. Baldwin plans to discuss his concerns with county commissioners at their meeting tonight. In Gaston County, Brandon Goldner, WCNC Charlotte.
Okay. So there are a lot of, we have a lot of pieces of the puzzle. It is, as Shawnee said, giving Maui. Here's another person talking about Chimney Rock and, you know, a proposed land grab. You know, again, these are not, you know, it's not, one of these is not a confirmation of the story, but when you have several of these coming all the time, several of these reports kind of coming from different people all the time, then you have, you know, kind of an overview that makes it, that gives you a sense that, well, maybe this, several people are saying this over and over. Maybe it's happening.
To whoever reported my video, shame on you. I'm going to make it again because there was a young woman on a live today that attended the Chimney Rock community meeting. And she, a Chimney Rock resident, was telling everyone how in that meeting, the government officials told the Chimney Rock residents that they were going to bulldoze the town. Complete disregard to the bodies that were left. No informing of any of the families that may be looking for these people. Just bulldozed. And that they no longer owned their land. They could not return to their land. That the government was seizing their land. Just because it is not on ABC, CBS, NBC, and all of the other propaganda machines doesn't mean it's not true. The people of Chimney Rock are saying this is true. And how dare you be so high and mighty that you think you are the source, the only source of information, that because you think it might be untrue that you're going to report my shit. Well, guess what, honey? I'm going to keep reporting on this because this is true. It's happening to fellow Americans. So TikTok, do what you do, and please get the word out about these people and what our government is doing to them.
Again, TikTok is becoming a place where people are feeling like they want to exercise their free speech rights. TikTok has lately become a, you know, it's a place where people are, you know, are spreading information about certain current political events. And TikTok is responding by censoring subjects that they don't like. And I've already come into contact with some of that censoring, and it's a little bit, it's some of the more aggressive censorship out there. Like, I can post the video that got taken off TikTok for me. I posted it on Instagram and Facebook. But not on TikTok. It wouldn't fly on TikTok. John Clark says, for every lithium mine and processing plant to operate, there has to be a facility producing sulfuric acid that requires a huge supply of raw sulfur. That's just for starters. Yep. Gene says this is why Kerry says we must end the First Amendment things like TikTok. Because they're spreading Russian disinformation. That's why. That's what they use, you know. And there's a wave of anti-Semitism on TikTok. We've got to stamp it out. Okay. And this is how they're going to do it. That's how they're going to get rid of your First Amendment rights, is by calling it what? Hate speech. And so the people that are, the people, and they're generally liberals / Democrats / vote blue no matter who bursts. Those are the ones that generally support the whole, like, yeah, we got to censor the people because of the bad speech. Generally. Okay, no, it's not black and white. But strong leanings towards the Democrat liberal side. People are saying, like, the bad people are saying the bad things, so we've got to shut them up because it's unsafe. No, that's called free speech. Get a helmet, deal with it. That's what free speech is about, right? You know, you're not going to save everybody from, why don't you go out and spend time, complaining about all the sex bots and the GoFundMe bots and the, and the porn that's on X and the porn that's on Instagram. Go worry about that. Okay. Let's not worry about people saying free speech things. Okay. If you want to clean up the internet, why don't you tackle the things that are actually against terms of service and shouldn't be on, these platforms. He certainly is going south. I love Joe Biden. I'm mad that I can't vote for him again. Not again. Not again. Okay, so we're going to watch this. No, this is another one. Another first-hand account.
Hey guys, so I'm
This is very low
in Western
volume,
North
so
Carolina,
don't know.
and we're working on day 6, and we still have rescue choppers flying overhead. I think I've got a little bit of survivor's guilt that our town was spared, but we need the help. The whole town was wiped out, and I'm talking about everybody was killed. Okay, the fucking media is lying to you. Well, we need the help. We need it bad. We can't go help. We can't go save anybody. We've been threatened. We will get arrested. I can't imagine the people that are still up there holding on to survive. I mean, we still got electric trucks going all over the place here. Got trees down, tree on my house in the back. But it's incredible. It's incredible that we, the people, are willing to let the government tell us that we are not allowed to save our own people.
So another account of not people being denied help, but people people not being able to help, not being allowed to help. We're going to keep going. Just have a lot to play. We started kind of late, and I apologize. Someone else saying Kamala Harris admin. It's not the Harris administration yet, although it seems like it. Making people apply for permits to help. Apply for permits to help Hurricane Helene victims, which is kind of nuts.
And they're watching, waiting for the order. Like, yeah, I guess you can help them. You need an order? You need someone to order in order for you to have permission to help people. That's where we're at. Insane in the membrane. Let people know magic is.
Okay. Real quick, if you support this channel, if you want to support this channel, if you like this channel coming to you for free 99 Monday through Friday, and once in a while on the weekends. If you like the content, if you like the channel, and what's up, AOD? Thank you for the birthday wishes. And if you want to support the channel, there are many ways to do it. The direct donation way is the best. Really is the best. And there's all kinds of links in the description box, and all the so many ways to donate. There's not a lack of ways to donate. Please don't, if you right at this moment, do not tip on Rockfin, YouTube, or Rumble, because they just take a massive cut, all of them, and don't know that still haven't gotten tips from last month from Rockfin, so I don't know when Rockfin is going to pay out. They seem a little shaky about paying the tips out right now. So, but even if they were paying on time, the cut they're taking is so egregious, so egregious. So if if you want to see like most of the donation, if you're going to donate to the show, if you want to see most of the donation go to me, the best way to do it is use the links in the description box. Because if you donate through Rockfin, YouTube, or Rumble, a big chunk of that donation is going to go to them and not to me. And so I'm sure you prefer for most of the donation to go to me, right? Okay. But anyways, lots of you support the show already. You know who you are. Thank you. Already did get a couple of birthday donations already. Thank you, Denver. Hit me on Venmo. He says, "Happy birthday, Kevin. If I had $1 million to give, I'd give it to you so you can focus on your music and BB full time. Thanks, man." And sure, I want that too. I want that for me too. But appreciate you, man. He says, "Thank you for your voice of reason." And Shawnee got it. Both of these are very generous. Thank you, guys. Shawnee hit me on Venmo. She said, "Happy birthday, brother." Nice, Shawnee. You guys are super cool. Appreciate you. Don't know if I have any other ones. As of yet, not. Hold on, I'm getting like funky connection issues. There we go. Let's see. Let me check one more because I probably got some coffee. Maybe not. All right. Let's see. What other things? You know what? I don't know why, but I was reminded of this. And I've only seen one other channel covering this, but I wanted to eventually, not today, probably because we don't have time, but talk about the Blade Runners in England. I haven't really seen anybody else talking about this except for him, like the Blade Runners in England who are doing some monkey wrenching of all the facial rec. And also, I think they're monkey wrenching some other things. You guys know what I'm talking about. But I saw this other video. Of people monkey wrenching a clean room. Actionists. This is from Palestine Action. According to a senior Teledyne manager, contamination of their clean rooms could stop production for up to 12 months. Actionists just got through to the clean room for Israel's F-35 fighter jet parts. Huh. Can you imagine they're doing this? This is a news story. That's all. I'm reporting this as a news story, by the way. Anybody who cares about this. This is not me supporting this action or anything like that. This is just me reporting this action as a journalist. But that's interesting that that's going on. And as I said, also, so people are trying to disrupt the manufacture of the F-35. All right. Thanks, Shani. Enjoy it. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out. Good to see you. This is in the UK, by the way. But I did see it one time, maybe a week ago, and I meant to cover it, but, you know, it got lost in the shuffle. But if people have been hearing about, Gene says these people are going to go to prison. Why didn't they do it in secret, anonymously? I don't know. Good question. Well, people have gone to prison for disrupting pipelines. Famously, I think just recently, some people got, you know, and also you have Extinction Rebellion folks or Insulate Britain folks getting sentenced for, you know, blocking of airport roads and runways, which would also be considered like domestic type terrorism type stuff, you know. Anyways. Thanks for a share. Again, not, you know, I'm reporting as a journalist on these actions. It's letting you know there are people that are out there doing this stuff. It's wacky. It's wild. It's probably illegal. Also, Gene says, I remember the anti-nuke people, a group of elderly doctors pouring blood on nukes and going to prison. Sure. I saw, okay, among the, excuse me, hold on one second.
You guys have been getting computer sound this whole time and you didn't tell me. I just realized that. Sorry. Now you're getting mic sound. I'm almost done with the video. Among the people that are saying that the hurricane was manufactured and all that, a lot of people are saying stuff like, "Oh, it just came out of nowhere." It actually didn't. There was like a whole week. They predicted Helene. Remember? I think early last week, several days before it was supposed to hit, 4 or 5 days, they were like, "Yeah, there's this thing developing. We kind of see that it's happening, and this is not it." But this is not the link that I'm looking for. These are not the droids I'm looking for. What happened? What happened, Bella? Oh man, yeah, I didn't realize. I was purposely run off the road by a tractor trailer. Oh Jesus Christ! Sorry, man. Are you okay? Is your ride okay? Did you crash or did you just like go off the road? Anyways, this was not like a thing that just popped out like 24 hours before. They predicted as a longtime Florida TV meteorologist. This is Jeff Baradelli. We saw this. I reported on this very early on, several days before it hit. The meteorological community did in fact expect Helene to deliver this catastrophic impact, but even with that knowledge, nothing could have prepared the public or forecasters for the reality. So again, just to add a little skepticism to the whole manufactured thing, this was predicted like days before it happened. And they knew it was going to be a monster. And I don't know, maybe that doesn't help. Maybe that doesn't change anybody's minds. It's fine. There is supposed to be another gigantic storm next week, apparently. Florida is not going to catch a break. Several posts on this. Diabolical for Central Florida. Over 20 inches of rain will cause significant flooding. This is a weather event predicted for next week. So if you're in the area, watch out. There's a lot of concentration on North Carolina, but nobody's really talking about St. Pete and Tampa they got destroyed, or at least the coastline. St. Pete and Tampa, they got really a significant amount of damage there. And several, Tennessee also got significant damage. People are focusing on North Carolina because that's where it's worst, the worst. But other places got absolutely hammered, and they are also asking for attention from FEMA and the government as well. This is in New Zealand, another just to show you it's not one storm, it's several storms all the time, all over the planet, all the time. Did you get eggs? Oh no, you didn't forget the eggs, did you? This is George Sacroclides. This is in New Zealand. And meanwhile, Kamala Harris is doing a rally with Dick Cheney, or Dick and Liz Cheney, thanking Dick Cheney for his service. It truly is a uniparty world. Simply incredible that the Dem nominee has crowds chanting for Dick and Liz Cheney. These people have no memory whatsoever, no historical memory whatsoever. Not only that, but lauding all Dick has done to serve our country, oddly bereft of any specifics from that laudable service. I wish I could go back to 2004 and tell the Daily Kos about this. This is Michael Tracy. Yeah. They're teaming up to make America Nazi Germany again. Both sides. Both sides. Trump and Kamala Harris are teaming up uniparty style to make America Nazi Germany again. Somebody sent me who sent me a Christofferson quote, little video thing. Where is it? Somebody tagged me in it, I think. Where is it? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to find it. People tag me in a lot of stuff. Oh, where is it? For crying out loud. And my computer is really slowing down because it's getting warm. It's another warm one today. Who tagged me in this? Was it Yellow Vest? Was it somebody else? I don't know. Dang it, now I can't find it. Did I repost it? Everything is slow to a crawl, people. Sorry. Do you need to hear Kamala Harris touting Dick Cheney's massive accomplishments and destroying? Here's, do you see this sign? The big sign, country over party, is the big message that they're trying to push. I think what they're trying to say, if you're reading between the lines, is that it's party over country. And what they mean by party is uniparty, the party over country. I think that's actually the real message they're trying to go with there. But they're, if you switch it around, it sounds a lot nicer. You know what I'm saying? Let's listen to this gobbledygook. I'm pressing on the wrong picture.
And so I do want to say a bit more about Liz Cheney. You all know her leadership, and she has obviously and so importantly been a leader for the people of Wyoming, but she has also been an extraordinary national leader and has served with great honor. And she not only, as she has talked today, recognizes that character is among the most important attributes of leadership, but she also personifies that
characters.
attribute.
Yes, dude,
And
the order still
she possesses
stand.
some of
That's
the
right. Dick Cheney is one of the linchpins of one of the biggest I don't know what you want to call it, acts of treason ever committed on this country. They spelled, yes, they did.
Qualities of character that I most respect in any individual and any leader. Courage, especially at a moment like this.
Courage. The courage to fuck over your country and not blink an eye. The courage to steal all that money and get away with it. Courage. Yeah, Bella, yep. That's exactly what happened. Jesus Christ Almighty! I can't take any more of this. But from one genocide to another, right? You know, Cheney responsible for the genocide
Bye.